Chapter 62 to 63. Blood spurted as Yuto tore out Shinosuke Hyuga's jaw along with his entire tongue. Due to the excessive force, the teeth sank into Yuto's fingers, but the youth felt no pain. His blood and chakra boiled together, roaring viciously within his body. Yuto grinned silently. He gripped Shinosuke's blood-drenched jawbone tightly and, with brute strength, smashed it into his face. Shinosuke's right cheek caved in, and his eyes rolled back as he collapsed helplessly. 8 trigrams palms, revolving heaven. At this moment, Shinosuke's loyal guards finally activated revolving heaven. As dedicated defenders of the main family, these guards were trained in techniques like 8 trigrams palms revolving heaven for defense. They coordinated meticulously, with 2 chakra shields spinning at high speed from left and right, converging right where Yuto stood. Bang! Yuto was sent flying, spinning in the air to reduce the impact. By the time he landed, he had been flung more than 10 meters away. Several branch family guards' faces turned extremely grim. This enemy with a Hanya mask was too adept at countering revolving heaven, as if he knew the technique himself. More importantly, he was incredibly fast. Fast enough to grab Shinosuke's collar just before the 2 revolving heavens connected, using him as a shield to withstand the impact. Yuto landed steadily, tossing the unconscious Shinosuke behind him, and then sat on his body, calmly assessing the guards. Lacking high-speed advancement, a mere mask couldn't hide from the Byakugan's vision. The face under the demon mask was clearly visible to the branch family guards. With his right hand wrapped in black bandages, his handsome face, and being Tsunede's disciple and a jonin at a young age, Yuto was not only famous, but also very recognizable. Yuto Hyuga. Among the branch family guards, the only yonin, Takuya Hyuga, spoke with deep fear and confusion. "What are you doing?" Yuto first tapped the rough horn of his Hanya mask. Then his left hand naturally fell onto Shinosuke's shoulder, a gentle gesture as if meeting an old friend. Crack. Yuto snapped Shinosuke's collarbone with one hand. The young main family member groaned, but did not wake up. "Yuto, you've gone mad! Attacking the main family, you'll be executed by the clan." Crack. "Yuto, stop! I warn you, Minato-sama could return any moment." Crack. No one dared to speak again. They watched Yuto sit silently on Shinosuke, a chill rising in their hearts. As seasoned shinobi, they understood Yuto's message clearly. "There is nothing to discuss between us." Cold sweat broke out on Takuya's back. As a guardian, if Shinosuke were harmed, none of them would survive. "Although I don't know his exact motives, he's holding the main family hostage. To prevent us from reporting his attack, he must intend to kill us. Yes, he's recovering chakra and gathering strength, torturing Shinosuke to keep us at bay." In a flash of insight, Takuya realized the critical point. He signaled, and a female subordinate understood, sprinting away without looking back. The remaining guards, including Takuya, all charged at Yuto. "Yuto, since you need Shinosuke-sama as a shield, you can't kill him easily. We'll surround you. You can't kill us all at once. Even if you defeat a few, Rurina will have time to alert the clan of your betrayal. You can't win." Thoughts raced through Takuya's mind as he rushed to within 5 meters of Yuto. But the next moment, he stopped abruptly, like a chicken grabbed by the neck, uttering a choking sound. Yuto twisted Shinosuke's neck. Then, with a green glow of medical ninjutsu, he calmly gouged out Shinosuke's unsealed Byakugan. Thump, thump. Yuto pulled out 2 small bottles from a hidden pouch at his waist, placed the Byakugan in a preserving solution, shook it twice, and smiled contentedly. True despair filled Takuya's heart. He knew he had made a fatal mistake. He misjudged Yuto's chakra recovery speed and his ruthless killing intent. This wasn't hostage-taking. Yuto's goal from the beginning was to annihilate Shinosuke and all the guards. Takuya's ingrained belief that the branch family wouldn't kill the main family made him completely misinterpret Yuto's intentions. In the shinobi world, one wrong step leads straight into the abyss of death. "Scatter! Run separately!" Takuya shouted, making the first correct decision in this dense forest. But it was too late. Yuto stood up, stretched his neck, and his right arm once again formed the lion's fang-bite armor. From start to finish, he hadn't spoken a single word. Ha, ha. Rurouni Hyuga clutched her abdomen, pressing on her wound. Even without the Byakugan, she knew her internal organs were badly damaged. "Damn you!" she muttered through gritted teeth, her consciousness fading. As the frontal battle neared its end, both sides formed small combat units. Acting alone was extremely dangerous. The moment she saw the Kumo shinobi, there was no time for words, only combat. After several close calls, Rurouni finally escaped. Her condition was dire, but the Hyuga kunoichi pushed through the pain, heading towards the Konoha Vanguard's temporary base. "Yuto Hyuga, I must inform the clan head of your atrocities," she murmured softly, driven by vengeance, struggling through the dark forest. Finally, seeing the large Konoha emblem, her legs gave out and she collapsed. "There's a situation over there. It's a Hyuga. Quick, get a stretcher. She's severely injured. Where's the medical team?" Not enough personnel. Too many wounded. Lying on the stretcher, the strong scent of medicine filling her nostrils, Rurouni felt warmth and happiness despite being unable to move or speak. She knew she had reached the safest place. Damn it. Too many wounded. All medics are busy. Who else knows? Think of something, huh? Is that Tsunade-sama's disciple? Great. Rurouni's lips trembled. She opened her eyes in horror, but found even blinking difficult. "Yes, I'm Yuto. Medical ninjutsu? Of course I'm Tsunade-sama's disciple. Such a pitiful state. As a fellow Hyuga and village member, I'll save her. But her injuries are severe. Medical ninjutsu isn't magic. I can't guarantee full recovery. All right, give me a room. I'll perform surgery." Rurouni's body began to shake. Her strong will to live granted her a bit of strength. She tried to rise and shout out Yuto's betrayal, but a strong hand pressed on her abdomen, using hidden force that no one else could notice, suppressing all her movements and cutting off her hope. "Don't worry. Trust me. Our meeting here is fate." Yuto's voice was warm, like a gentle breeze. "It's okay. You'll be fine." This was the last sentence Rurouni Hyuga ever heard. Yuto walked out of the room. As he was about to leave, two members of the medical team couldn't suppress their curiosity and asked, "Yuto-sama, did the surgery succeed? Is the patient okay?" Hearing this, Yuto almost wanted to laugh. The surgery was indeed successful for Yuto. The patient was also indeed okay. At least for now, she was still breathing. Having studied medical ninjutsu under Tsunade for over 7 months, Yuto's progress was swift. His clean and efficient eye-gouging technique was the best proof of that. Naturally, he couldn't let the Hyuga die directly, but she wouldn't live through the night either. A talented medic can manipulate blood vessels and nerves with such precision that it's hard to detect any tampering. After nearly 8 months of medical ninjutsu training, Yuto knew exactly how to kill someone discreetly. By embedding chakra mixed with a volatile special drug into the bloodstream, it could flow through the heart, arteries, and into the brain's capillaries, forming a cone-shaped thrombus. When accumulated enough, it could cause a stroke-like effect, damaging the entire brain. Even if the brain was examined, no useful information would be found. Explaining this intricate process and complex mechanism would take Yuto half an hour just to describe. "The surgery went well and there's no immediate danger," Yuto smiled, wiping the imaginary sweat off his forehead. "Take good care of the patient." "Yes, Yuto-sama." Yuto nodded slightly and didn't leave immediately. To avoid suspicion about his treatment, He lingered around the medical unit for a while, genuinely helping out and saving lives. Gradually, Yuto's heart calmed down. Tonight's operation was risky. If anyone saw him kill a fellow clan shinobi, he would have to silence them, increasing the chances of exposure. Moreover, Takuya's strategy of having his subordinates scatter was an excellent choice, causing Yuto considerable trouble. After using Lion's Fang Bite to kill several branch family warriors, it took him a while to find and eliminate the rest. As for Rurina, who initially returned to report, intercepting her midway was out of the question. But knowing her destination solved the problem. Whether Rurina would leak information en route, think in reverse to avoid Konoha's vanguard camp, or be captured by Kumo shinobi, creating a bigger risk, were all uncontrollable variables. Although Yuto tried to prevent these potential mishaps, he couldn't eliminate them entirely. Yet he remained committed to his plan. Betraying the clan and the village was a head-risking endeavor. If one didn't dare to gamble their life, they might as well kneel and be someone else's dog. As the night grew deeper, Yuto used mystical palm jutsu to treat the injured, stretched, and left the medical unit. Being Tsunade's disciple gave him a high status in Konoha's medical system, allowing him to come and go freely. Even if the Hyuga clan investigated Rurina's sudden nighttime death, they wouldn't find anything. The medical team wouldn't talk. The medical system, controlled by the Senju and the Hokage faction, was beyond the Hyuga clan's reach. Yuto headed directly to the center of the vanguard camp. Minato had returned. Despite the prolonged battle, the Yellow Flash's eyes still shone brightly. Clearly, Kumo's A and B combo didn't pose a life-threatening pressure. Today's battle solidified Konoha's foothold at the border, opening a route for the main forces. "Yuto-kun," Minato greeted warmly. "Welcome back, Konoha's lion." "Please don't tease me, Commander," Yuto replied, scratching his head. "Don't be so formal when we're in private, Yuto-kun. Call me Minato-senpai instead, and I'm serious." During the fight, Killer B, the Eight-Tails Jinchuriki, mentioned that next time he meets you, he'll put his sword in your mouth. "Jinchuriki," Yuto smiled wryly. "I fought him today and barely escaped. He's incredibly strong. You possess exceptional shinobi talent, Yuto-kun," Minato praised sincerely, his blue eyes full of admiration. Being praised by the Yellow Flash was a delight, and even Yuto felt pleased. After a few more words with Minato, Yuto reported his work and left the Vanguard's base. He was still a freelancer, returning to support during direct combat, then circling back behind enemy lines. No one could find fault with his movements. Far from Konoha's reach, Yuto bit his finger and performed the reverse summoning jutsu. Amidst the dissipating smoke, he stood in an endless swamp, surrounded by towering trees. Besides plants, slugs, and himself, there was no other living thing. But today, there was something different. 6 Hyuga corpses were casually hung on tree branches, their blood turned dark red, dripping into the swamp. The central young corpse had twisted bones, hollow eyes, lacking any former vigor from activating the caged bird seal. Yuto looked at his blood-stained shoes, thinking about carefully cleaning his clothes later to leave no trace. "Thank you, Katsuyu-sama," he whispered, though no response came. He knew the deeply hidden slug sage must have heard him. Regarding corpse disposal, Katsuyu was an expert. Its unique structure could swallow corpses and debris, dissolving them with its slime. As a creature close to nature, Katsuyu's secretion evaporated quickly, leaving no trace. In the past, if Yuto had Katsuyu dispose of clan shinobi bodies, it would inform Tsunade. But now, the Katsuyu sage had granted Yuto the highest summoning authority, allowing him to use it freely. As for whether Tsunade would happen to see the bodies in Shikotsu Forest, Yuto never worried about that. The slug sage, having lived for so long, would never make such a mistake. Yuto looked at his masterpiece on the trees, shrugged, and muttered, "There are plenty of prime spots left in Shikotsu Forest. before starting to move the bodies. The special environment of Shikotsu Forest, under Katsuyu's power, allowed for the temporary storage of spoils of war that were not suitable for others to know about.